By now, we all know about Chicago. There's been a ton of coverage lately about that city's murder rate, and for good reason, as the death toll there soared this past summer. The homicide rate there has actually improved recently. But Chicago is not the most dangerous city in America. Camden, New Jersey has that title on a per capita basis. It's also the poorest city in the country. And for way too long, in all the years I've been reporting on it, it's been the place people drove by or took great pains to avoid. That's why tonight we tell their story and the story of a place we can no longer ignore. It has been compared to the surface of the moon here on Earth. Parts of it look like Beirut or Fallujah after the firing stopped. But this is America, and this is what poverty looks like. And look at where we are. That's Philadelphia across the river, muscular, gleaming, and prosperous, just like the suburbs all around here. And then there's Camden, with those two awful titles to its name. It is the poorest city in America, and it's considered the most dangerous city in this country.
I always think of Camden as the best visual aid in America to see what has gone wrong and what is going wrong.
Well, it's staggering poverty surrounded by staggering wealth.
Correct. 3 bullets came through there.
Father Michael Doyle came here from Ireland over 40 years ago. He's been serving the poor from inside Sacred Heart Church ever since, and it breaks his heart to have to point out bullet holes in the stained glass.
Many people blame the poor and dismiss the poor. We have to get over that and realize that American citizens are dying in inner city America, and they're dying in Camden at levels never seen, never imagined.
Here's a visual, the crosses outside City Hall representing murder victims. They're underneath the quote from Camden's own Walt Whitman, "In a dream I saw a city invincible." And here's the math. Roughly 77,000 people live here. There were 67 homicides last year and 266 shootings. That's 1 every 33 hours, and that's the worst in the nation. Nice to meet you, Brian. Nice to meet you. We spent the day riding along with Camden's chief of police, Scott Thompson. His roots are here. His department is so outnumbered and outgunned that drug dealers often go about their business in the open as police drive by.
This, 50 years ago, was the shopping center mecca of South Jersey.
Look at this. I've seen this the last time I was here. But you don't see this a lot in America.
No. And scattered within here, you see people that take pride in their property.
Right. Thompson's family goes back to the old Camden, the RCA factory where his grandmother worked, the shipyards and the Campbell's soup factory where everyone else worked. And then something happened here which is still visible to this day. This used to be a city street.
Mm-hmm.
Could this date back to the riots?
Yeah, they're talking about an area where there would probably be a good 100, maybe 150 homes.
Race riots, white flight, 3 mayors thrown in jail, corruption, a police department cut in half, and this is what Chief Thompson is left with. Drugs are so prevalent here that when a well-dressed white kid came into view, knocking on the door of a dilapidated row house, it didn't take a veteran cop to realize he stuck out like a sore thumb.
Sir. Sir.
Did you call me?
Yeah, how you doing? You got identification on you?
Yeah.
Says you live in Delran, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
You do heroin?
Huh?
You do heroin?
No. Okay.
Used to?
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever shoot it?
Once, a while ago.
Let me see your arms.
Huh?
Let me see your arms. Yeah, you still got some fresh needle marks there.
Yeah, that's
Tyler, let's do ourselves both a favor, okay? Why don't you head back to Delran, all right?
Okay.
And so that I'm not giving some type of phone call to your parents telling them that something terrible has happened to you down here.
Thank you, brother. All right, thank you.
On some blocks, it's as if everyone walking around is up to no good because most people stay inside in their row houses to stay alive.
It's gotten to the point where even in our daytime hours in this city, people are scared to leave their homes. And this is the United States of America. Children should not have to fear even sitting on their own front steps.
This year's murder rate has already doubled from this time last year.
How do you not lose hope?
My reward in all of this, and what keeps me going is the connection that I have with the people that live here.
Chief Thompson met a young mom named Chrissy Rodriguez after she lost the father of her 2 boys in a drug-related shooting last summer. When she told the chief how her 6-year-old son Anthony was struggling with the loss, it stayed with him.
He had told his mother that he wanted to slice his own throat so that he could go see his daddy. So I got down and talked to Anthony for a little while that day, and I told him how, I lost my dad when I was a little boy too, and your dad's still here. You can talk to him, and when you're laying in bed at night, close your eyes and he's there. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? How's everything going?
Chrissy was born and raised here, and she now lives on one of the most dangerous blocks in this city with her 2 children.
When you're walking with them, do you feel like you're their protector?
Yeah. Even if I'm scared, I'm mom. I'm superwoman to them. It doesn't matter. And I never showed them that I'm scared, because I never want them to be scared.
The worst day, though, and the day you measure everything by, is the day you lost your kid's father.
Mm-hmm.
Will it ever get better, or is that kind of a thing that has marked you forever?
It's marked me, but as an adult, I know how to get over. I can get over it. It's something that I can settle with and place it somewhere. But for my boys, my little one, my 4-year-old, not so much. But my 6-year-old, he's really marked by it.
Anthony and his 4-year-old brother often hear gunshots on the sidewalk outside their windows.
He watched someone die right there. He's 6.
Chrissy works hard as a mom and works as a teaching assistant on a local college campus. But it's part-time. It only pays about $700 a month, and she doesn't see a way out.
So you got no choice temporarily.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. Like, my kids don't get to go outside. They don't get to play. There's no park around here that I can take them to.
Outdoors in this city is often not an option. It's a tragedy, but you could get yourself killed. So people congregate in safe places, like inside the steel walls of this Camden City water tower.
Inside this water tower is their safe haven. It's my responsibility, along with the other parents, to make sure that all these babies are safe.
This is Tawanda Jones, and this is the Camden Sophisticated Sisters drill team. That makes her the drill instructor.
We practice 4 days a week, all year round, because kids can get in trouble all year round, so we need to keep them busy.
These girls have to keep a C average to stay on the team, and it gives them some order, some rhythm to their lives. Tawanda's been volunteering her time for over 25 years. All of her graduates finish high school, and many go on to college.
The kids come in, they get tutoring. There's been situations where a family was in the dark. We've fed some. It's whatever the kids need.
Money is tight. It all comes from fundraisers. Space is tight. It's a water tower, after all, and they turn away 300 applicants every year. But listen to her optimism about this city that so many people have abandoned.
It's going to be a turnaround, and I'm going to be here when it turns around. I'm not going to be, 6 feet under. I'm going to be here because I'm going to help turn it around.
And if Chrissy is going to make it here, she's going to need help. But she also likes her chances.
Do you ever see a better world for you, your kids?
I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. I've made miracles with what I have.
And then there's Chief Thompson, who sees the worst of it every day and every night. In April, things will get a little better for him. His downtrodden department will become part of a larger county police force. That will mean about 200 more officers to stare down the drug dealers. And back to Walt Whitman, that quote about this city invincible. The children of this city sing out a message for the rest of the country to hear.
The children of Camden is crying for help, but it seems like nobody hears a cry.
We should be ashamed of ourselves that we have a Camden that hurts the children. But with a spirit in poor people, we might be invincible in that regard.
I say we put this all together.
That human beings do not give up.
Our thanks to all the good people we met in Camden who are fighting the good fight there every day. You can hear more from them on our website tonight.